Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my November skincare hits and misses. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。しちゃいなよ。So this is officially going to be my last hits and misses video of the year. Like, I know it's November's hits and misses, but I usually do it in the first week of the following month. So yeah, this is going to be the last hits and misses this year. I just wanted to thank you guys for supporting the hits and misses content, because honestly, I would always worry if it's too repetitive. It's like the same content over and over again, but so many of you guys let me know that you do enjoy it, and I enjoy it just as much creating these videos. First up, we have the Rovectin Clean Green Papaya Pore Cleansing Foam. You guys know that as soon as Rovectin announces a new launch, I'm going to be jumping on that instantly. I think I have talked about them enough on this channel that it is very clear that I am a huge fan of them and their products, and they were very kind to sponsor a portion of this video, so thank you once again to Rovectin. So obviously I already love their skin conditioning cleanser. It is going to be a forever favorite and a staple in my collection, but I do really like the concept they have come up with in their new cleanser. For me, having dry and dehydrated skin, it probably won't be my everyday cleanser, but for me who doesn't like using harsh exfoliants or honestly exfoliating much at all, it is the perfect cleanser to use a few times a week or every second day. This one includes AHA, BHA and PHA from 4 types of natural fruit enzymes, which helps to gently exfoliate. And although it does give a deep cleanse, it honestly does not feel drying at all, even on my dry skin. It may be that 15% of glycerin that they've also included to help hydrate and retain moisture in the skin, but every time I use it, it leaves my skin feeling like silky smooth, and not the silky that makes your skin feel tight. It feels like silky and soft and like hydrated. As I said, I have been using it every other night. I actually like to use it as my second step cleanse whenever I wear makeup, because when I do wear makeup, I do want that deep cleanse and to get all of the gunk from my pores. But if you do have oily skin and have pore concerns, you could definitely use this every day. It is totally gentle enough, and it does also include wintergreen extract and charcoal, which does help to absorb impurities as well as control excess sebum. It definitely has been a hit for me, and my partner Logan, who does have slightly more combo skin, has 100% been enjoying this one as well. Next, I have the Dr.Ceuracle Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. Honestly, I was pretty shook. I don't even know if people use that word anymore, but the first time I used this, I was like, this is an absolute dream for people with dry and dehydrated skin. But when I posted about it, I did have some of you guys say that you even like it for combo skin, you even like for oily skin, and I get the hype now. Like, I waited so long to try it and I totally get the hype now. I was not a huge fan of the Laneige cream skin. I know so many people love it. It is a cult favorite and it has been around a really long time and kind of like the forefront runner of milky toners. I found that one a little bit too rich sometimes, even for my dry skin. It felt like it was a little bit greasy on the skin. It felt like it was sitting on top, and it didn't absorb that well, which made it not layer very well with other skincare products as well. And I had seen in multiple places that this one was supposed to be kind of similar, and you can see that it is that milky texture, and when you mix it up, it looks like a freaking milkshake. Like, but it mixes up to this milky texture. And literally the first time I applied it, I instantly was like, oh, I like this product. You guys know that I am somewhat picky or critical with toners because they are my favorite step, but this one, it was sinking into my skin while leaving this really healthy glow, really plump, softening, just like everything you want from a milky toner. This one has, but it doesn't have that oily or greasy feeling like the Laneige one has, for me personally speaking. If you are like me and you tried the Laneige but you're kind of like about it, but you want something that's like a one step that nourishes and hydrates at the same time, this is definitely one to go for. I know some of you are probably going to ask, how does it compare to the I'm From Rice toner? I feel like this one is in between the rice toner from I'm From and the Laneige cream skin refiner. It's a little bit more lightweight compared to this one, so if it's like warmer months or if you do have combo skin, maybe the I'm From one will be a bit better because this one is a little bit on the rich side. Also, a little bit goes a long way. I have been using it every day since I opened it for probably like a week and a half now, and look, like, has it even been opened? Like, obviously the key ingredient is the kombucha tea extract, which is really rich in probiotics, hence being good for overall skin health. It does also include sunflower seed oil, which is going to help nourish, as well as camellia leaf water and another fruit extract, which is going to help kind of purify, detoxify, and then also add nutrition to your skin too. Honestly, I don't even really care what ingredients are in it. Maybe that sounds terrible, but the way it makes my skin feel and look, it has for sure been a hit. Next, I actually have a Western skincare product, and it is the Beauty Stat Universal C Skin Refiner. So I got curious about this one because apparently it is one of Hailey Bieber's kind of holy grail skincare items, and it is a vitamin C serum. First of all, the texture was something that was so interesting to me. It actually comes out as a kind of thick paste, I guess you could say, that is opaque, and it has a almost like a silicone-y primer, kind of skin blurring primer feeling. But this texture, you're actually supposed to use it on dry skin. So after you cleanse, first step when your skin is dry. For me, this is a very hard and foreign concept to wrap my head around because I am instantly get my hydration watery step in straight after I wash my face, and I'm supposed to use this before that. So it has been hard to kind of adjust my habits to try to use this first. I always like go to use it and then like automatically as soon as I wash my face, I'm already applying my toner, and I was like, oh, I forgot to apply this on a dry face. So of course, naturally, I have tried to apply it after my hydrating step because that is usually where I would use a vitamin C serum or any serum at all. And this peels. It clumps up, it gets gluggy, it does not want to smooth over my skin at all. And in the directions, it 100% does say that you are supposed to use it on dry skin. So I get it, but I just don't like the fact that you can't use it when you want to or when you would in your skincare routine. But I do think it is becoming more and more common to have that toner hydrating step. So I can't say I've used it that much because, again, you know, I'm a creature of habit and I just tend to go for my toner first. But because of that specific way of having to use it, unfortunately, it has been a miss for me. It is a 20% L-ascorbic acid serum, so I definitely want to give it a try. I just have to literally like train myself to use this first before a toner, or else it just doesn't work. Next, I actually do have another Japanese sunscreen, and it is the VERDIO UV Moisture Gel. I believe it was my previous Hits and Misses video that I reviewed the physical SPF of the new VERDIO line. If you do not know already, VERDIO did kind of renew and reformulate their sunscreens, and I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, they just renewed the packaging, but no, they have changed the formula. In the past, they had a essence and gel, which were both chemical SPFs, but now they have a physical SPF, chemical SPF, and then a tone up one, and they have 3. Unfortunately, the physical one was just an absolute disaster. I did not like it. I cannot use it. Hopefully I can use it on my body, but yeah, if you want to know my opinions on that one, make sure you do watch my previous Hits and Misses. But I had been seeing a couple reviews around of this one of people being like, this one's pretty good, and I totally agree. It is funny that I haven't even mentioned it, I think, even over on my Instagram, but I opened it about maybe 3 weeks ago or so, and I have not stopped using it. I only just realized, but it is halfway used already in a few weeks, and I have a lot of sunscreens to choose from on the daily, but this one has been absolutely lovely. I would say it is somewhat similar in texture compared to the Nivea Gel UV, which is one of my holy grails. It is incredibly lightweight, but it does include alcohol, whereas this one, it does not include fragrance or alcohol, which I know is something that a lot of you guys seek in Japanese sunscreens, but isn't always easy to find. So So it is a light gel texture. I did say it is similar to the Nivea, which it is definitely a little bit thicker and a little bit more rich compared to the Nivea one. But the fact that it is alcohol free and has this light of a texture that just glides on the skin. It is very watery, it is very juicy, it is hydrating. It's just impressive that this is alcohol-free Japanese formula that is this lightweight and still an SPF 50. When you first apply it, it definitely does have a fairly dewy finish and is really hydrating, although after dry down, I would say it is more a natural finish, so I feel like most people would be able to use it. And also, like, VERDIO, even with their previous range, has always been really, really affordable. And I believe the 80 grams is like less than 1,000 yen, and then they have a 220 pump bottle. Like, that is a big bottle that is 1,500-ish. I might be totally off, but I'll write the prices here. Even converted into like US dollars or AUD, for the size and amount you get and for the formula and how nice it feels on the skin, it is like for sure hands down a hit. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this one because it is absolutely lovely. Next, I do have another J Beauty item, and it is the Sana Nameraka Honpo Soy Milk Aging Care Eye Cream. This is the first time I am trying a eye product from Nameraka Honpo, but I do think they have multiple different types. Although the reason why this one struck me was that it is a rich, I'm pretty sure this kanji means rich, like koi, and it is a anti-aging eye cream that helps with fine lines and dryness, but it also has retinol in it, which is something that is so hard to find in Japanese skincare. Like, they just don't have that many products that include any form of retinol. And I do say retinol, but it is still parmicin-san retinol. So I believe that is retinol palmitate, which is the gentlest kind of derivative or form of retinol. So it is still going to be very gentle. Besides the fact, I just thought it was kind of impressive that they did include any form of retinol in this product, and it is considered to be a pretty affordable brand as well, since it is just a drugstore brand. Along with the retinol, it does include their signature soy kind of derived ingredients. They do include a number of different soy extracts, so I will just list them here because there's quite a few. And then it does also include plant collagen as well as ceramides. So it is packed full of ingredients that are going to be really nourishing, help with signs of aging, and let me tell you, it is a pretty thick formula, but it is still a very luxurious kind of nice texture. It does melt with like your body skin temp right away, and it is definitely really nice and moisturizing to that eye area. If you don't like heavy eye creams, I probably wouldn't recommend it because it does have that weight to it, but if you do have fine lines and if you do have drier skin at nighttime, this is definitely a treat. And it kind of feels like a sleeping mask for your eye area almost. It feels like it's kind of creating that barrier and retaining that moisture in your skin as well. I do also like the fact that it is fragrance free, so yeah, it has been a hit for me. The last product we have is the Coxir Black Snail Collagen Cream. So I received Coxir's products with intent to work together in the past, and I did review one of their products in, I believe, another Hits and Misses as well, and unfortunately it just didn't work out, so I didn't end up working with them. But I still wanted to try another one of their products because I was like, you know, maybe it was just a one-off. It was unfortunate it didn't work, but I'll see if something else does work for me. I guess there's just some brands or products that just don't vibe with your skin. Like, it's not even up to you to decide. Your skin's just like, I don't like this. And unfortunately their cream didn't really work out for the best for me either. I was reading reviews online and honestly so many people love it and reviewed it so well. This one is supposed to be kind of a anti-aging nourishing cream, since it does have snail mucin, which is going to help protect your skin as well as can help in long term with blemishes, as well as collagen, which obviously we know is good for anti-aging, and then black bean, which is supposed to help with rejuvenating and nourishing the skin. The texture is kind of typical of a snail cream. It does have that kind of slicky, slimy texture, which honestly I don't mind. I would say I prefer it more in a serum or something where I finish off with a normal moisturizer rather than having that actual texture in a moisturizer, because sometimes it can feel a little bit tacky, but the texture in general I am fine with. The thing that was a miss for me is it does have a fragrance, which most of the time I don't mind fragrance, but this one It has almost like a baby powder kind of fragrance. I might be totally off, but I just like don't like the smell of baby powder. I never have. And to me, that's what it smells like. And then the few times that I did try to apply it to my face, I did feel a slight warming and a slight redness in my skin, which honestly does not happen often. And that's why I know that if it does happen, it probably is just like one tiny little ingredient in there that doesn't agree with me. But yeah, unfortunately the smell, as well as the fact that it did kind of irritate my skin slightly, it was a mess and it is a shame, but you know, that's life. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this hits and misses, and if you haven't had enough, which let's be honest is probably the case, I really don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do want to watch a couple other hits and misses videos, I have conveniently placed them here for you guys, so make sure you do click another one of those, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!